had just spoken a poem about my desire to be a professor at a university. Well, another story that's sort of related to this was one of my teachers in high school. In freshman high school years, in English class, there was a group of teachers that served a number of classrooms, and they would switch between one to the next as they sort of rotated around the classrooms. Most of them were female teachers. There was one male teacher, and one of the female teachers was Miss Aletti. Well, Miss Aletti was a 20-something teacher. She may have been new to English, and she was as she was Miss Aletti, she was a Italian girl. She was not that great looking, but not bad either. She was what would be described these days as curvy. So she was pretty well developed, and developed on top too, as you would imagine. The classroom was shaped like a U with all the student desks around a open space in the middle. And the teacher would sit on a chair in the middle of the room and give her lessons. Well, the best way to put it is that Miss Aletti would not quite sit as a lady and would sort of show her precious secrets quite openly. I'm not kidding about this. So you could see straight into what was the promised land. What she wore under her dress, no, she did wear dresses normally. She wore purplish dresses or dark colored dresses, dark dresses. Sometimes she wore sweaters, and sometimes she wore crop top jackets. So it was a put together look, but she did often wear dresses. Well, her promised land was hidden by her underclothes, which she readily showed to all of the students. She wore black lace underclothes and purplish lace underclothes. And this was not a secret to the students nor the head of the department either. She commented on it once in a meeting to all of the students that we shouldn't think any less of the teacher just because she didn't know how to sit as a lady. What a strange comment when it's sort of openly known that one of your proteges, teachers that are working in the department, sort of openly displays her wares and doesn't know how to sit as a lady. Another comment on this U-shaped seating arrangement was, at this point in time, which was quite some time ago, so I'm sort of giving away how old I am, is that the girl students in the class did wear dresses at this time. Something you wouldn't see too much these days, but back in that time, there were some girls that were still wearing dresses. Well, some of the girls too didn't quite know how to sit as a lady and would show their underclothes too, somewhat openly or not aware that they're doing it. So all of this activity, both by the teacher and the students, was of great interest to all of the boys in the class. So it was something that was discussed between the boys that the girls didn't know how to sit as a lady, and neither did the teacher. This is really the truth. I'm not making this up either. It did happen, and it did happen in my freshman English class. If you have any stories about what happened to you during your school years, can you send them in? Send in your stories of certain things that happened that were unusual or sort of out of the ordinary during your school years. Send them in, because I'm certain everyone would like to hear these unusual stories. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching.